What is going on? Today I'm going to go over Blocky. Blocky is a Linux machine rated as easy. And in this machine, we're going to be going over some enumeration methodologies like enumerating WordPress, enumerating directories, and then we're going to be handling some Java compressed files, Java classes. From these files, we will be extracting sensitive information, which we will be using for privileged access. So here is the nmap scan. Nmap scan shows we have 3 open ports. We have 80, we have 22, and we have 21. So as shown here, we can start with the WordPress by using WP scan and see if this version is vulnerable. Actually, it is vulnerable, 4.8. And we can also see if the FTP server version here is vulnerable. Now, the methodology here we can start with is by just navigating first to the web page. Oh, Blocky Craft under construction, and here is a blog. Welcome to Blocky Craft. Seems like, as you can see from the look of the page, it looks like WordPress. So proudly powered by WordPress. Now, what we can do here, let's grab this, or you can use the webalizer. If you click on that, it gives you the details about the technologies used in this web page. So it's powered by WordPress, 4.8, Ubuntu operating system, MySQL as a database, web server is 2.418 Apache, and other details like the programming language used, PHP. So let's use the WP scan. Sudo WP scan -u enumerate everything. While this is being in progress, -u URL. All right, so now we will also run simultaneously. I'm gonna be running directory search. So here, split the view. Let me enumerate all users. Try this. So the WP scan has finished. And from here, let's see what do we have. So we've got some couple of things. Directory listing enabled on WP content uploads. As you can see, it says here that we can see the uploads. So if we go to, normally the uploads directory cannot be accessed by the regular users. So if you can list the content of the uploads directory, it means that there is a directory listing here. 2017, we can see the uploads. Okay. External WP cron seems to be enabled. WordPress version 4.8. Insecure. Of course, you can look for exploits for this version. Now onto the themes. In the theme, it's saying the version is out of date. The latest version is 2.5. So we have also another attack vector. We can look for vulnerabilities related to this version 2.5, to the current version. Let's see what we got. So we have one user, Notch, a valid user on the WordPress installation. So we can, as a next step, we can just launch WP scan, use the user Notch, and try to find the password. But this is not the way to do that. We're not going to be doing brute force, but this is still a valid way to find the password, but not for this scenario. Okay, this is for WP scan. So we have one user, Notch. Now on to directory search, we have wiki, WP contents, plugins, includes JavaScript. Now, if you go to plugins, content, without WP content, plugins. So you see we find Java files. So Let's download these files to no. Okay. Now to new tab. We're going to need to analyze these files. So let's move them first to the directory of the machine. First one is Blocky 2 home. Blocky. Next one is the grief prevention. So we have both files now. Now we are, as you can see, we have two Java files. The first step is to unzip the Blocky core file. So we're gonna unzip this file, sudo unzip Blocky. So the Blocky file, as you can see, it contains a class file, which is a Blocky core class. So whenever you have a jar file, right, every jar file has a class file. So if you want to look at the class, you just treat it as a text file to see its content. So we can just type nano Blocky core class. Yes, first we need to decompile it first. So in order to view this file, the class file, we have to decompile it. In order to decompile this, we have to issue the java p command -v, and then we define the directory to the class file. The class file is here, so we type just this directory.com, or the, it's gonna work, let's see. Okay, let's find here. So this is the content of the class file. As you can see in the class file, we have some interesting details, such as the local host, and such as we have what appears to be, yes, this one, the password hash. It seems to be you have a password hash, have a username. Now I want to know first, what kind of hash is this? Is it hash? Is it password? What is this? So basically, it doesn't seem to be as a hash. It seems as a plain text password. So we take this and we try to log in to something like FTP. So FTP root at, and the IP, which is 10.10.10.37. So we can't log in as root. Let's try with notch. FTP notch at 10.10.10.37. Seems like there is something not. Oh, okay. Yes, the notch is wrong. Am I typing the username correctly? Notch, yes. Okay, FTP 10.10.10.37. Let's try root, password, login failed. So the password didn't work for the user root on the FTP server. Maybe we will have to try for the user notch. Notch, password. So it worked. So for user notch, it worked. ls, so we have Minecraft and we have the user flag. Get user.txt, permission denied. Can I cat this file? I don't think so. So we are able to log in here, but I can't get this file. As you can see, the permissions are not suitable for my current user. Although it's owned by Notch, but as you can see, only read Minecraft, cd Minecraft. In Minecraft, we have a couple of files as well here. Libraries, Word. But it is less likely that we will be able to do something with the FTP because we are in the FTP directory. We are stuck here. We can't move out of it. Let's see the home. Can we do that? CD. No, we can't. Okay. So let's quit and try with the SSH server. SH launch at 10.10.10.37. Type yes. Password. So we are able to log into SSH as well. ID. Let's examine the ID. So Notch, UID, GID, and we are in the group sudo. So we can do sudo here. Let's put out sudo -l password. So as you can see, Notch can run all of the commands, right, as all users without any password. Or with providing the password, but he can run all of the commands with sudo on all the users. So seems easy to find or to escalate to root. So sudo -i ID. So we are the root user. Easy and simple as that. Now, what else we can do with this machine? How can we, let's say, the user Notch doesn't have the ability to sudo as all users on all commands. If you type uname -a, you see Linux Blocky 44062, and this is a version that is vulnerable to CVE. If we go to browser and X. So link local exploit database, we have one Linux kernel 440. It is CVE 2017-6074. Is it going to work on this version? Let's see. Tested on 44062 generic. 440 So it works on this. So all you have to do is get this file and compile it. This is the instruction gcc poc.c-o-pawn, run pawn, and you will get the root. Let's try this. So let's sudo notch back. Okay. Download this one. Before I download this one, I want to configure my browser to ask me before I store the file in every download. So preferences, downloads, always ask where to save files, and here. So I want to save this to desktop, hand the box. Okay, save. Well done. All right, it seems like we're gonna save it to the downloads. And then to downloads, long way through. All right then. Let's see here. So, okay. So now, sudo mv so the exploits for one to home. Okay, now ls. So this is the exploit. Now, what we can do here, we can compile this. As you can see, all we have to do is to issue GCC, the name of the exploit or the exploit file, and then the output file. So GCC, and okay, so here is 41-o Blocky. ls. So Blocky is here. Now we'll have to download this. So we are in the target machine now, cd temp, and we can duplicate the file. So sudo python3-m server, and let me stop this one on the right, fconfig. This is my IP. Where we get. Let's see here. ls. Let's run Blocky or give it permissions first. Can we do that? Search mode plus x Blocky ID, and this is the root user. So these are two ways to get the root. Now, how can we do that more? How can we find another way of this? So CVE, let's see. I think we do have another CVE for this. 440, 448. I think this one would work as well. 440, 480, local privilege escalation, union-a ID. I guess it is the same concept. Okay. So what is this vulnerability, by the way? So if you take the CVE number, see more information about this, how it works. No, CVE. The DCCP RCV state process function in net DCCP input.c in the Linux kernel mishandles the DCCP. I don't have any idea about this. Packet data structures in the listen state, which allows local users to obtain root privileges or cause denial of service via an application that makes an IPv6 set socket op system call. So it is a vulnerability in the Linux kernel. A use after free flow was found in the way the Linux kernel's datagram congestion control protocol implementation free SKP resources for the DCCP packet request packet when the IPv6 option is set on the socket. A local unprivileged user could use this flaw to alter the kernel memory, allowing them to escalate the privileges to the system. Okay. All right then. So Blocky is done. Here you have it.